Greetings, people. It's Jared here, Wolfgang1, back to do another Transformers review. Now, I'm a few hours late for this. I appreciate that. This should have been ready to go for about 9:30 or something like that. I didn't even get up till 10, so I'm enjoying my week off, basically. So yeah, this is a bit late, but it's here now, so, whatever. Enjoy it if you want. If you don't, then whatever. This is a review for a Micromaster set, because I've not reviewed any Micromasters yet, and I think I probably will do it. Continue them in sometime in the near future. But I picked this one because I needed something quick, easy, and simple to edit together and throw out there. So no thought behind this one whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. This is the review for Generation 1 Erector. Okay, so here is Erector in his alt mode. Believe it or not, this is him. This tiny, tiny, tiny little thing is him. Erector is a Micromaster, so he's only about an inch, 2 inches tall in robot mode. And he's his alt mode is a crane pulley cab thing. Let me just show you some of the things that Erector came with. Basically, he comes with this, which is his tractor crane trailer thing with that detaches, supposedly. That detaches as a separate part. Now, normally I tend to record these reviews when I've freshly stickered something, and I haven't got anything prepared for a review today, so I just thought, you know what, I'll just dig this fucker out of the cabinet. So all the stickers are probably in the wrong places, totally mismatched, and 50 shades of fucked. So I will actually re-sticker it at some point when I get some, but that goes on there basically. And then Erector, little Erector just here, connects to the platform like that, and that's his alt mode. These Micromaster transport based things weren't very sophisticated, so but the playability value for them on their own is quite basic. It's only when you like sort of join them up or put them with other larger bases that they actually become like sort of a viable playset. So he's got a little bit of articulation. He can turn like that, and he can turn like this. That's about as far as you're going to get. In terms of the alt mode, the crane lifts up. The crane lifts up, the hook comes out, and you can position the crane like this, lift up the crane arm, lift that down. So that's basically your playability in this mode. As I said, not a hell of a lot to speak about. It is what it is, really. A simple little toy, but quite funky in his own way. And of course, he has one of the best names in all of Transformers G1 history. Which, in itself is not anything dirty or anything like that. It's only as you get older, and you think to yourself, hey, his name's Erector, and then the 14-year-old child in you comes out because you think that's hilarious for some reason, when it clearly isn't. But I'm still laughing like a prick. So, yeah, so that's basically him in this mode. Not really a lot to speak of. Yellow, grey, black accents, and a little red bit at the front there for his cab. So we're going to take him to robot mode. There's not really a lot to this guy. So we're going to just detach him from the back of the assembly like that, and then to transform Erector. Now the Micromasters in general all share like a similar near enough transformation theme. So it's like sort of 2-step and you're done. Basically extend the back of the little cab out like this, stand it up, and then flip up this section here, and that will reveal his head. There we there we are. That's Erector in his robot mode. His little arms go out forwards like this. That's about as much articulation as you're going to get. Now, if this was the only playability of this, then I would say 100% categorically that this is massively, massively shit. But the Micromaster Transports did take it one step further, and I think actually, in terms of the Micromaster Transports, this guy might be the most advanced in terms of transformation. So we're going to set Erector off to one side, and we're going to talk about this unit just here. And this turns into a base battle platform thing. So in order to transform this, what we're going to do is we're going to start by pulling out these sections, these yellow sections, out like this, and folding them out to the sides. These back sections, these little black tabs, like arms, we'll flip those up. Not for any other reason apart from just like something to do. I think that's the only reason they're there. I think they're supposed to be communications antennas, but they're just like two little black arms that you flip up. On the other side, you've got two little black ones on the inside of the yellow things. Fold those down to act as like sort of, I don't know, supports, I guess, weight supports. Then we're going to take this crane arm and we're going to flip it up like this, and then split this section back, and that reveals a little gun. That's pretty cool. Spin the entire assembly forward like this, and then bring this back down, and then this section here opens up like that. This section comes out, and that's got a double pronged weapon on it, like a double gun, and you flip the gun forward, and that is Erector's mobile defense bay thing. And it's got a little tab just here that you can see that will correspond to a little groove in Erector's feet, and he plugs on just like that. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's no frills, basically. Although, as I said, out of the 4 that came out, this one here I think is probably the most advanced in terms of how many steps of transformation there is. The others, some of them are literally 3 steps and you're done. Now, I alluded earlier to the fact that this was a piece of shit, or could be a piece of shit, and it kind of is, but I really, really do like this. I mean, I really should stick it up and give it a new lease of life. But there's something about that, especially if you get it next to Countdown and like Ground Shaker and some of the other Micromaster bases, and you create yourself a little Micromaster City sort of thing, which I have done, believe it or not, with Fortress Maximus, Scorpion Arc and Metroplex and all the others. I think I even had Mega Supreme in there at one stage. And this was years ago. Make yourself a little Micromaster community thing, and there's no other reason to do it other than the fact that you set everything up and then you put Micromasters sporadically around it, and then that's it done. It was still fun, but I don't have the means or the space to do that now, sadly. So you know, this is him, and it would have been nice, I guess, if there'd been like little connectors to connect it to like the main bases, like for ramp connectors and that. But you know, whatever, it can stand alone as its own little thing, and that's it. There's literally nothing else to it. This gun will go up and down like that. I mean, on this, if you fold this one back a little bit, so it's more sort of like with Erector, then this one will spin round like this. But apart from that, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, not a lot else I can say about Erector and his mobile based platform. So apart from the fact I like it, I think it's a cool little touch, especially, you know, the downsizing everything and trying to make everything like more compact and everything to save money, but still charge people the same amount of money for them. For what it is, which is like, you know, a scaled down transformation, a scaled down playability factor, and everything like that, I kind of like it. I do, but I've got no reason to do so, other than the fact that he's got a mid-80s porno styles name. This is about as much as Erector has got going for him. So yeah, for what it is, it's absolutely fine. There's no real issues with it at all. It's a funky little playset. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my review for Generation 1 Erector. Ha 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 ha. I'll be back next week. Hopefully not leaving it till past the 11th hour to get a review out. Until we see each other again, thank you for watching this, and take care.
And when tomorrow comes, I feel you laying by me, like you ain't got nowhere else to go.